The day the king rode in, it was early morning in the village of Bethphage, near the Mount of Olives. The air was thick with anticipation as the Passover festival drew near. Pilgrims flooded the roads leading to Jerusalem, singing ancient songs of freedom, remembering how God delivered their ancestors from Egypt. Among them was Jesus of Nazareth. The teacher and healer many now believed was more than a prophet, perhaps even the long-awaited Messiah, the promised king from the line of David. As Jesus and his disciples approached the outskirts of Jerusalem, he paused. The city was just beyond the next hill, glittering in the sunlight like a crown of gold. Then Jesus turned to two of his disciples and gave a peculiar instruction. Go to the village ahead of you. You'll find a donkey tied there, with her colt beside her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone asks, tell them, the Lord needs them, and they will let you go. The two obeyed and soon returned with the donkey and her young colt. Others in the group removed their cloaks and gently laid them on the colt's back. Jesus mounted the donkey, not a horse of war, but a humble beast of burden. The people around him began to whisper and marvel. They recognized what was happening. It matched the words spoken centuries ago by the prophet Zechariah. Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey. As Jesus began descending the Mount of Olives, the crowd swelled. People who had seen him raise Lazarus from the dead, those who had witnessed his miracles and heard his teachings, began to shout with joy, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the King of Israel. They cut palm branches from nearby trees and waved them in the air. Children ran beside the donkey, laughing and crying out, Hosanna, which means save us now. Others laid their coats and robes on the road, carpeting the path in honor. It was a spontaneous parade of praise, a royal procession for a humble king. But not everyone was pleased. The Pharisees, religious leaders watching from the crowd, were deeply troubled. The crowd was proclaiming Jesus as the Messiah, the King. To them, this was dangerous, blasphemy, and rebellion. Teacher, rebuke your disciples, they demanded. But Jesus looked at them calmly and said, I tell you the truth. If they keep silent, even the stones will cry out. As the city of Jerusalem came into full view, Jesus stopped. Cheers continued, but he didn't smile. Instead, he wept. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he looked upon the holy city. He knew its future. Though they celebrated him now, many would soon reject him. He knew that within days, he would be betrayed, arrested, and crucified. And he knew that Jerusalem itself would one day fall. If only you had known this day what would bring you peace, he whispered, but now it is hidden from your eyes. Still, he did not turn back. The king had come, not to conquer, but to surrender. Not to destroy, but to save. Not to wear a crown of gold, but one of thorns. The cheers of Hosanna soon become, crucify him. But Jesus knew that even through suffering, God's plan of salvation would unfold. Amen?